People who are lucky early in life all go broke. This is a quote from Charlie Munger on his recent podcast interview with the Acquired podcast. In today's video, I'm going to share some of the lessons that I've learned listening to Charlie Munger and really doing some introspection into my personal financial picture and what truly matters to me when it comes to money. If you're new to my channel, my name is Koukun and I run a real estate team, and I've been investing in real estate over the past decade. And if you're interested to learn a bit more about what we do, there are some links in the description below. So here is the first quote from Charlie Munger. The most successful people in the world in business and investing have a combination of hard work, skill, and luck. And you need all three in order to get the outsized results that we all hear about. The reason I share this quote is that in my own journey of real estate investing, I've actually benefited quite a bit from all three. While I like to believe that, I had the ability to find great investments, I worked hard, I took action, I figured out, how to get mortgages to purchase those properties, how to find tenants, how to make sure that the properties are taken care of and that the value increases over time. Truly, one of the biggest overarching aspect over the past decade of real estate investing has been the fact that I started in 2013. And in the past decade, in Southern Ontario, if you owned real estate, it is very hard to lose money. And you could have pretty much bought any property in 2013 and you would have made money, whether or not it was a good cash flowing rental property or just any single family home for that matter. And this is that luck aspect that comes into creating these kind of results. I had no control over when I decided to start real estate investing. 2013 was simply the time I graduated from high school. I learned about real estate at that time and I dove right in. I wasn't thinking, is this a good time to start? Or, there was no strategy behind it. Now, here's the second quote from Charlie Munger. It's a continuation of the first one. People who do it 2 or 3 times early all go broke because they think it's easy. So this is referring to the fact if you have created outsized investment results or business results through the combination of hard work, skill, and luck, and you assume it's easy, which is very natural to do if you have indeed been lucky a few times in a row, you then assume it's going to be easy, and you then take maybe some risks that result in you losing everything. Now, this really hit home for me. And the reason is I'm wired in a way that I'm always looking for opportunities. I'm looking for good investment opportunities. I'm looking for opportunities to improve our business, to get an edge in some way. And I had a childhood and an upbringing where I saw how the lack of money affects your life. I lived in a 2-bedroom apartment, and I say this story a lot, but I clearly remember the window panes were so thin that the glass just frosted over in the wintertime. And that's a memory that was etched into me at a young age, and it constantly pushed me to try to run away from that, create results and get as far away from that place as possible. When you combine that upbringing, this desire to look for investments, and give a bit of luck and a bit of early results in my life, as I've had. I bought multiple rental properties between 2013 and even say 2019, all of which have gone up significantly. It's easy to assume that it's easy and that it can just continue moving forward. And the big risk with this is if you assume it's easy, you don't take the precautions that you may need to. And I'm speaking for myself here. It is truly a lesson that hit home for me because I don't want to go broke. I don't want to be that person in the story that had those early results and assumed it was going to be easy and made a mistake in taking too much risk. Now, the final quote I'm going to share for this video actually comes from Jack Bogle. And I'm paraphrasing a little bit here. And Jack Bogle, for those who don't know, is the founder of Vanguard, which is one of the largest index fund providers in the world. And he is kind of known as the father of index fund investing. An author was at a party hosted by a billionaire. He was chatting with a friend who mentioned that even though his book was wildly popular, the host had made more in a single day than the author had made from his book in its whole history. The author responded, "Yes, but I have something he will never have: enough. The reason I shared this quote is that statement of having enough is something that I've personally struggled with for a long time. It has been very hard for me to define what is enough when it comes to finances, having enough money, having enough investments. Like, what is enough and how do I define that for myself? But in this past year, I've actually had a bit of an eye-opening experience with our business going through a very challenging time. So in this past year, if you can imagine, with these interest rate increases, the demand from investors to purchase properties has, dropped off a cliff. So our business really took a hit to the point that I've had to stop paying myself a salary now from our business for the past year. Going through that experience, I realized the purpose of the money I have, the investments, the savings, is truly for financial security. And it's not financial freedom where, I can sit on a beach and I don't have to work another day in my life. While that is a good goal to have, that is truly a bonus that, it can come in the future. I'm not chasing that per se, or that's not what I truly want out of money. Financial security, which is what I've experienced this past year, of being able to live in this home that I own and not worry about making my mortgage payment, being able to pay for food for my family, being able to just pay for our living expenses, and being able to stay in my business and work hard for our team, work hard for our clients, even if we're not necessarily making money right now. The finances and financial security that I have from our investments, from our savings, is allowing me to focus on these things right now. Otherwise, literally, I'd have to find another job. Most people, I can't imagine, are able to sustain themselves for a year of not making an income. And that's what I just went through. And we're still in a position where even if this lasts for another couple of years, because of the saving, because of the investing, we are basically gonna be able to ride this out. And honestly, I want this video to be a reminder to myself in the future that, if we go back to having good times, the business is thriving, our investments are doing well, I don't want to go back on that hamster wheel of trying to get more and more and more. All of that is gravy. It's good if it comes into our lives, but having financial security, that is what I define as enough. The ability to get through hard times and truly withstand the turbulence that may come in business, in investing, and really not letting money affect my personal life and our family's personal ability to simply carry on living our lives. And to go back to Charlie Munger's point, I don't want to go broke. That is the complete opposite of having financial security. So making those outsized bets to really try to achieve some huge result, but taking on the risk that I can lose everything, honestly is not an option for me, because having financial security is more important than having, double or triple the amount of money that I have in any short period of time. If you're watching until the end here, I hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate you sticking around to the end. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on this topic? What is enough for you? And do you feel the same about some of these quotes? Like, especially what Charlie says, that if you're lucky early in life and you have a few great results, you will likely go broke because of becoming overconfident. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. All the best.